They will be destroyed because they have no heart, they have no remorse, they have no regard for the poor. The whole plan is to destroy the poor. And the whole plan as of right now, alright, is to bring this world into a new society, into a new way. This whole earth. Because as the scripture says in the book of Job, that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and we cannot forget our precept, because that proves that this earth that we in here right now is Arataza. It's in the hand of the wicked. The wicked controls this earth. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Alright, this is the book of Lamentations. Now this book in Lamentations was only speaking about Jakes in a state of dilapidation. Alright, that's what he was speaking about initially when we went into captivity under various kingdoms. Alright, and it could go into this, up to this day, right now that we living in this day, 2021, because it's our water and our food anyhow we take it. So, but they charging us for it, and at a hefty fee too. This is Lamentations 5:4. It says, we have drunken our water for money, our word is sold unto us. Alright, we had to eat and drink and pay this devil in a big way. And as I was saying, down here in this land right here that we live in, Trinidad and Tobago, we water and we food, alright, and we wood, anything that we need. We need food, we need water, we need drink, alright. We had to depend on this damn devil to give us, because we in his hands. Whereas back then we'd have planned we own thing, and how we own thing, they waiting, we own food, we own water, we own drink, anything we need, we have it there waiting on us. Alright, we have it there so that we could use it at our pleasure at any time. Now we have to go to this man for everything, which is a part of the curses. Revelation chapter 12. And verse 6, it says, and the woman fled into the wilderness. That woman is dealing with Jeremiah 6:2. Of like any daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. The woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of the Most High, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Alright? Now, we being fed by this devil. It says the same thing. In verse 14, it says, and to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into a place where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent, which is the same thing it reiterating in the 6th chapter, the 6th verse. So it says that the woman would have to be nourished, and that is over here. This is the place of our nourishment. This the serpent feeding us. Alright? Our wood is sold unto us. We drink the water for money. So, especially in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. Alright, Deuteronomy 28 and 47. It says, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness, Deuteronomy 28:47, with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And he did that physically. He did it by a yoke of iron upon your neck. That is in captivity. Alright, and we're still in captivity. It says that in Baruch, where we are yet this day in our captivity. Alright, the book of Baruch. Get a precept there. Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. And it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Alright? To be subject to payments. Payments, a form of payment is your food. You have to pay for it. Because why we subject to that? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27 and 29, if I'm mistaken. Let's know. Okay, I will type it up here. In 29:21, I know some way. Sirach 29:21, it says, the chief thing of life is water and bread and clothing and an house to cover shame. And all these things is things that we had to spend money for in the face of the serpent who nourishing us. He giving me these things. Life is water. He not giving me life, but he giving us water and bread and clothes and a house to cover shame. And these things supposed to be affordable. He making it unaffordable for the poor. And it's gonna be more unaffordable when inflation continues to go up. Alright? The poor will be destroyed in this whole thing. If you're rich, if you're having money, this thing ain't doing you nothing. You'll complain here and there, but it's not doing you nothing. But if you out of a job due to the C-19 and then inflation rising due to ESO just doing things to devalue the American dollar, food prices will go up. What are you to do then? How are you going to survive then? This will destroy, this will wipe out the poor. This is why certain places they're talking about is going to have a famine, like at unprecedented levels in certain countries, poorer countries. And he's doing that by design. Alright? Because as I say, he wants to bring about his NWO, his New World Order. He have a world order that he wants to issue, and he wants to do it now. This is his time. The earth is in his hands, and he will do what he feels like. And to hell with everybody. who don't like it. He's the man in charge. He's in the power seat. And that's how he sees it. Alright? He sees it like that and he will do that. But guess what? The Lord Yahweh Shami Shai will destroy you. So in this country is heavily nourished by the United States of America. One of our biggest imports is over from over there. We just import majority. So if we importing a lot of products from over there and over there things rising, when they reach on the ship, or before they reach on the ship, we need US, the importers, the traders, they need US dollars to buy the goods over there to bring it into this country. And when it reach on the ship, it have a ship clearing fee that a port fee that you have to pay. So you don't spend a lot of money for the goods over there in the States to bring it down here. When it reach down here, you have to pay some money to clear it on the port, which they raised that fee just the other day. Yeah, they're doing these things. On the port, locally, the fee going up, I believe. I know exactly how much by, but I know there's more money now to clear thing on the port, certain items, yeah. To clear certain containers, there's more money now. Yeah, they raised it. They raised. And if you had to pay more money out there to buy the product and then pay more money to clear the product, and you join the port, when you go to put that product on a shelf for sale for the consumer, you will have to increase that product. Alright? Because it's a fucking domino effect. If inflation rising up there, when them importing, when them exporting, the person who looking to import what is being exported by them will have to pay more money because the value of the dollar is going down. And once them have to spend more of these paper notes, they bring it into the country, then the consumer within the country who they are bringing it in would have to spend more paper notes to get that same item because we are all fucking dollar going your dollar and all losing value. Alright? Your dollar and all losing value. If their dollar losing value, we dollar will lose value. Alright? And this is what taking place on the earth right now. So let me say the United States um, reach hyperinflation, which is going to come very soon. They will reach hyperinflation. That is a given. We can't dispute that. That is like a given hyperinflation coming. Alright? Because if you keep doing the same process over and over and then you can't get another result. Alright? You can't get another result with doing the same thing over and over. I like mad thing. You're crazy. Like a crazy person. So hyperinflation coming. The economy will be hyper inflated. Alright? Inflated in a major way. And it reached to that over there. We as so in this little small so-called Caribbean island who be dumb and never planted food. We never say that we be self-sustainable as a country. If food is concerned, if all they want to import big screen TV, import that. If all they want to import fancy couch sets from the States, import that. But where food is concerned, like we don't plant a kitchen garden. What we know down here is a kitchen garden. You might plant a little small amount of cucumbers in your backyard, a little small amount of tomatoes, little seasonings and things for the kitchen. That is our kitchen garden. And that is that is that is how we do gardening down here. They'll plant tomatoes in a big way. They'll plant peppers in a big way, sweet peppers, hot peppers. Alright? They'll plant all these things in a big way. They'll go celery, they'll go side, these things in a big way. And that is what they will make our money on. But the major things, the heavy hitters like the flowers, like the flour, like the rice, alright? Like the meats, the poultry, they'll have chickens. They will have chickens down here. Some in a big way. Alright? But all these things, right? All these things that we eat on a day-to-day basis, majority of it coming from a fucking boat. Okay?